Good morning, everyone. Rebecca Austin, also known as Coach Green, here from Healthy Homestead Living, and I am out here with the cows. Just finished in the early morning weeding the garden and taking advantage of the cooler temperatures of the mornings. It's been crazy hot around here. Don't push me. Wanting attention, just like little kids, these darn cows. But I love them. So anyway, I'm coming on live this morning to share some information about A2 milk and why it's so amazing and completely different. It's estimated that a little over 90% of commercial dairy in the United States is A1 milk, and that's part of the reason why so many people have trouble with consuming dairy. So what is A2 milk? Well, essentially, milk is made up of primarily water, and then it also has lactose, which is your milk sugar, and then it has what's called casein, which is the milk protein. Now, the casein can be divided into a couple different categories, and the beta casein can be classified as A1 or A2, and there's other A, B, C, D, all the way down, but usually it's just kind of goes into A1 or A2. And A1 milk is a genetic mutation that kind of came about a couple hundred years ago, I guess. But that genetic mutation, what it does in our body is it's DNA strand 67 causes the body to produce an enzyme called BCM7, and that is what creates the mucus, the stomach upset, the digestive upset, all the problems that a lot of times that we experience with dairy. And you may have heard that goat milk is more digestible, sheep milk sometimes a little bit more digestible and healthier. And the reality is that the reason why goat milk, and I love my goats and I love goat milk, we use that to make soap and cheese, it's just absolutely phenomenal. The reason why goat milk is so much better as far as digestibility is that the majority of goats are still the A2 beta casein category. Not all, but genetically more of the goats are going to be A2 beta casein than cows, at least in the United States. Now you go to Europe, which is why commercially I tend to gravitate towards European cheeses. They're a little more on top of the A2, and so you'll have a better chance of getting A2 dairy on the European varieties. And it just kind of depends on the genetics of the cow. A lot of your Holsteins are going to be A1. Jerseys, it's like 60% of Jerseys can be A2. But they can also be A1, A2, there's a combination. So I was super excited, and there she's walking away, but I'll see if I can. We just brought, Hope is her name. You can see her in the background there. She is our A2 beta casein certified. So we'll have lots of rich cream and A2 good digestion in our milk. This over here, this is Casey. She's an A1, A2 cow. So it's still better than A1, but not ideal, so we brought Hope to the property, and we're adding to our little herd here. Interestingly enough, they did a study in Europe where they found in beef cattle that A2 cows, even in A2 beef, the babies were less susceptible to digestive upset, scours, and digestive problems even in the babies. So A2 is healthier for the baby cow, and it's definitely healthier for us. So this is so important and so huge that I've included a whole chapter in my new book that's coming out this summer, specifically to talk about dairy and how much the dairy industry has changed over the years, what it's doing to us as a whole in our health, and what's important for you as a consumer to know. So if you're interested in checking out my new book, it's called The Theologenic Diet, What God Says in the Bible About Diet, Health, and Nutrition. And each chapter goes into great detail specifically about Scripture and what we really need to know, because there's so many fad diets out there, there's so much commercialism, there's so many supplements, there's so many things that are trying to get us to spend our money And we all want to lose weight, we all want to be healthier, we all want to have more energy, we all want to sleep better. But so often these fad diets just don't seem to work in the long term. And the reason why they don't is because we're not following God's plan. And God gave us everything we need to know for our plan in the Bible. So I've laid it all out for you, made it easier for you in this new book that I've spent almost a year putting together. Lots of research. The information is not just biblical, but backed by science, and I talk about the science also. In the link with this video or in the description with this video is a link where you can go in and pre-purchase, since it's at the publishers right now, and we should have it available hopefully very soon to be able to send out to you guys. So anyway, check it out, do your own research, but learn more about A2 beta-casein milk. You will be blown away. And once you experience the difference for yourself, it really truly is amazing. Even I've never had trouble with dairy. I have grown up in Wisconsin, where everything is about dairy and cheese and all that good stuff. So I was raised on dairy, American dairy, and I love it. But even though I've never really had major reactions to milk, I can really tell a difference in the A2 milk. It's unbelievable. You don't get that slimy, mucusy thing in the back of your throat. For children, huge, because dairy is so nutritious. It's so good for you. Even every pediatrician will say that your kids need their milk because of the calcium and that it helps with the bones. But the problem is that if you're getting the wrong kind of milk, it can actually rob your bones of calcium because it's not the right balance of nutrients, and it's causing this digestive upset. So check it out. Check out my website and the link with this for the new book. Otherwise, you can go to healthyhomesteadliving.com and there's information there too. And enjoy your dairy, but make sure it's A2. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.